10 Stoic secrets to unmask lies. Protect your peace before it's too late. Have you ever walked into a room buzzing with smiles, only to feel a subtle chill, as if someone's "well done" carried a hidden jab? Envy and falsehood don't announce themselves with fanfare, they slip in quietly. Disguised as friendly gestures, warm words, or faint applause. The most dangerous people aren't the loud critics shouting from the sidelines, they're the silent pretenders, clapping for your success while secretly wishing you'd trip. Stoic philosophy, crafted by timeless thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, equips us with razor-sharp tools to see through these masks. In this detailed guide, we'll explore 10 powerful Stoic strategies to detect envy and deception before they disrupt your peace. Each strategy is paired with vivid, real-world examples to make the wisdom practical and relatable. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're battle-tested principles to safeguard your mind, relationships, and energy. Ready to build a life surrounded by authenticity and truth? Let's dive in. 1. Trust actions over words. The proof is in the doing. Stoics teach us that words are fleeting, but actions reveal the heart. Envious or deceitful people are masters of flattery, spinning promises that sound perfect but crumble under scrutiny. To spot them, focus on what they do, not what they say. Their behavior, especially in quiet, unguarded moments, betrays their true intentions. Example: imagine you're part of a group project at work. Your colleague, Lisa, publicly praises your leadership, saying, "You're the backbone of this team." But when deadlines loom, she's nowhere to be found, leaving you to handle her share of the work. Later, she takes credit for the project's success in a meeting. Her words were sweet, but her actions, shirking responsibility and stealing the spotlight, reveal envy and opportunism. Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Don't get swayed by charming phrases. Watch for consistency. Do they show up when there's no applause to earn? Do they support you when it's inconvenient? Actions are the ultimate truth teller." How to apply. Keep a mental log of who follows through on their promises. If someone's actions don't match their words, trust the evidence, not the rhetoric. Protect your energy by prioritizing those who prove their loyalty through deeds. 2. Gauge their reaction to your success, the mirror of envy. Success is a spotlight that exposes true character. When you achieve something great, a promotion, a personal milestone, or even a small win, watch how others respond. Genuine allies celebrate with unfiltered joy, envious ones falter, their smiles strained or their words laced with subtle digs. Jealousy often hides in silence, deflections, or backhanded compliments. Example: you share the news of your new job with your friend Tom. He says, "That's awesome, congrats," but his tone is flat, and he quickly changes the subject to his own achievements. Later, he makes a snide remark, "Must be nice to get such an easy gig." His words say, "happy," but his vibe screams resentment. Your success holds a mirror to his insecurities, and instead of growing, he deflects. Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius advised focusing only on what's in your control, your actions. not others' reactions. Don't seek validation in applause. Study the tension beneath forced cheers. Envy reveals itself when your light shines too brightly for someone else's comfort. How to apply? Pay attention to body language and tone when you share good news. Does their smile reach their eyes? Do they ask follow-up questions or pivot to themselves? Surround yourself with people who celebrate your wins without hesitation, and distance yourself from those who dim your glow. 3. Observe how they treat the powerless, the true test of character. Stoics believe every person has inherent value, regardless of status or influence. One of the clearest ways to spot envy or deceit is to watch how someone treats those who can't offer them anything, waitstaff, interns, or strangers. Genuine respect doesn't shift with power. Deceitful people reveal their true colors when there's no gain to be had. Example. At a networking event, you notice Sarah, a charismatic colleague, charming the company's CEO with witty banter. Minutes later, she snaps at a catering staff member for a minor mix-up, her tone dripping with disdain. The contrast is jarring. She values power, not people. Her warmth is a performance, reserved for those who can elevate her status. Stoic wisdom. Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." True character shines in how we treat the overlooked. Envious people prioritize advantage over dignity, and their behavior toward the powerless exposes their hollow core. How to apply? Observe others in unguarded moments. How do they speak to service workers or junior colleagues? Then turn the lens inward. Do you extend the same kindness to everyone? Regardless of status, build relationships with those who value dignity over opportunity. 4. Beware of excessive flattery, the smokescreen of deception. Flattery feels like a warm hug until you realize it's a trap. Stoics warn against being seduced by over-the-top praise, which often masks envy or manipulation. Genuine compliments are specific and heartfelt. Flattery is vague, excessive, and tied to an agenda. It's a tool to lower your guard while someone positions themselves for advantage. Example. Years ago, I worked with a partner named Rick. He'd shower me with praise. "You're a genius at this," or "I don't know how you make it look so easy." It felt good, especially after years of grinding without recognition. But behind the scenes, Rick was slacking, charming clients while I did the heavy lifting, and subtly taking credit for my work. When he swooped in on a major deal, I realized his flattery was a distraction, a way to keep me from noticing his knife. Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If someone shows me I'm wrong, I'll happily change, for I seek the truth." Don't let praise cloud your judgment. Ask, do their actions align with their words? Flattery often hides a sharper truth. How to apply? When someone heaps on compliments, pause and observe. Are they specific about what they admire? Or is it generic gushing? Do they back up their words with effort? Seek validation from your own integrity, not external applause. 5. Track their consistency, the heartbeat of trust. Consistency is the foundation of trust. Stoics value those whose actions align with their words, no matter the context or stakes. Envious or deceitful people are chameleons, warm when it suits them, cold or competitive when it doesn't. Their inconsistency isn't random. It's a pattern that reveals insecurity or hidden motives. Example: I once collaborated with a coworker, James, who preached teamwork and fairness. He'd rally the group with inspiring speeches about collective success. But when a high-profile client joined our project, James turned territorial, hoarding tasks and sidelining others to claim the spotlight. His values vanished when opportunity knocked, exposing his true priorities. Stoic wisdom. Epictetus taught, "Don't declare what you believe, act it out." Inconsistency is a red flag, signaling envy or self-interest. True character holds steady, even under pressure. How to apply. Watch how people behave across situations. Are they supportive in private as well as public? Do their principles waver when rewards are at stake? Trust those who walk their talk consistently, and approach shapeshifters with caution. 6. Study their response to criticism, the mirror of humility. How someone handles criticism reveals their core. Stoics see feedback as a path to growth, not a personal attack. Wise people reflect and adapt. Envious or insecure ones deflect, argue, or lash out. Their reaction isn't about truth, it's about protecting a fragile ego, which often fuels deceit or manipulation. Example: during a team review, your manager points out a flaw in Emma's project plan. Instead of listening, she interrupts, blaming her team's incompetence and insisting her approach was flawless. Her defensiveness isn't just pride, it's a sign she fears being seen as less than perfect, a trait that can breed envy and dishonesty. Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius said, "If someone shows me I'm wrong, I'll happily change, for I seek the truth." Strength lies in embracing correction, not fighting it. Those who resist feedback often hide deeper insecurities. How to apply. Notice how others respond to constructive criticism. Do they reflect or retaliate? Then ask yourself, do I welcome feedback as a chance to grow? Surround yourself with those who seek truth over ego, and strive to do the same. 7. Catch subtle comparisons, the language of envy. Envy often hides in casual comparisons that seem harmless but carry a sting. When someone habitually measures your achievements against others, it's not about you, it's about their struggle to feel secure. These subtle jabs can erode your confidence if you're not grounded in Stoic principles. Example: you tell your friend Mia about running your first 5K. She responds, "That's cool, but my cousin just ran a marathon in under 4 hours." Her comment isn't encouragement, it's a pivot to dim your moment. Over time, these comparisons reveal her discomfort with your progress, a hallmark of envy. Stoic wisdom. Epictetus taught, "What need is there to compare yourself to others? Focus on your own progress. Comparisons are external noise, don't let them shake your inner peace. Stay focused on your path, and let others wrestle with their insecurities." How to apply. When someone makes a comparison, note it without reacting. Do they do this often? Are they competing in a one-sided race? Gravitate toward those who celebrate your growth without benchmarking it against others. 8. See how they handle failure, the crucible of character. Failure doesn't forge character, it reveals it. Stoics view setbacks as opportunities to learn, not threats to ego. Strong people own their mistakes and grow. Envious or deceitful ones dodge accountability. Blaming others or rewriting the narrative to save face. Their reaction exposes their true strength, or lack thereof. Example: your coworker Alex leads a project that flops. Instead of reflecting, he spins a tale. The client was unreasonable. The team didn't follow his vision, and the timeline was impossible. He paints himself as a misunderstood genius, never once admitting his role. His refusal to own failure signals insecurity, which can fuel envy or deceit. Stoic wisdom. Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Failure is a teacher, not an enemy. Those who deflect it lack the resilience to be trusted. How to apply. Watch how others respond to setbacks. Do they learn or lash out? Reflect on your own approach. Do you embrace failure as growth? Seek out those who face adversity with humility, and let their example inspire you. 9. Listen to how they talk about themselves and others. The soul's mirror. Words reveal the soul. Sincere people speak with humility, owning their wins and losses without embellishment. Envious or deceitful ones exaggerate their successes, dodge accountability, and subtly tear others down. Their gossip, comparisons, or glee at others' struggles betrays a corroded character. Example: at a coffee catch-up, your acquaintance Rachel boasts about her game-changing startup deal, inflating minor details to sound monumental. When you mention a mutual friend's struggle, she smirks and says, "Well, he's always been a mess." Her need to inflate herself and diminish others reveals envy and insecurity. Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Toxic words, gossip, exaggeration, or criticism reflect a troubled mind. Protect your peace by limiting their influence. How to apply. Listen to how people describe their lives and others. Do they inflate their wins or deflect their losses? Do they lift others up or pull them down? Choose companions whose words build, not break, and hold yourself to the same standard. 10. Trust your gut, your inner compass. Your instincts are a powerful ally. Neuroscientists say our gut feelings stem from the brain processing subtle cues, mismatched body language, insincere tones, or hidden competition, before we consciously notice. Stoics balance reason with awareness, trusting their inner voice to spot dissonance. Example: you meet a new colleague, Sam, who's charming and supportive, always offering help, but something feels off. His compliments are too polished, his questions too probing. Over time, you notice he shares your ideas as his own. That uneasy feeling wasn't random, it was your subconscious catching his deceit. Stoic wisdom. Stoicism urges us to observe reality as it is, not as it pretends to be. Your intuition is a first alert, signaling when words and actions don't align. Don't dismiss it, investigate it. How to apply. When someone's presence feels draining, pause and reflect. What triggered that unease? Observe their patterns. Are their compliments laced with competition? Do they build you up or wear you down? Trust your gut, but back it with evidence. Your Stoic challenge. Build a life of truth. Envy and deception don't always wear villainous cloaks, they hide in smiles, compliments, and half-truths. But with these 10 Stoic strategies, you're armed to see through the fog, protect your peace, and build a circle of authentic allies. Start today. Pick one strategy, maybe tracking actions or trusting your gut, and apply it in your life. Then come back and declare, "I did it." Life is too short for fake friends and hidden agendas. Choose relationships that nourish your spirit, not drain it. Stay calm, stay wise, and let Stoicism light your path to a life of clarity, courage, and truth.